Shalom. Call hello Yahweh Shai Bashem Rakakadash. Continuing on, they cut the camera mid-sentence twice now. We were reading Deuteronomy 28 and 37, so we're just going to continue with it. When the truth gets to them, this is what they do. But Deuteronomy 28 and 37, and it reads, "And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither Yahweh shall lead thee." So we're called, Negro, nigger, we're called Hispanic, spick. We're called Native and Savage, Indians, blacks, browns, bywords. That's what a byword is when you're not called by your actual name, because they're trying to get by who we are, the hidden ones. All right. Psalms 83, they took the name of Israel away to hide it. All right. And who's the leader of that conglomerate in Psalms 83? Esau, Edom, and Amalek. That's why they mentioned twice. Okay. Let's shoot up to verse 44, and it says, "And he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him, and he shall be head, and thou shalt be the tail." The so-called Negro, Latino, Native American are typically at the bottom in every society that they're in. All right? Hence the reason why we're called minorities too, going back to 37. We shall become few. They call us minorities because we're scattered among the heathen. All right? These are the curses that how you identify the Israelites. Why is the people of Unspoken not telling you that? They're telling you that you're black. They sell t-shirts that say God made you black for a reason. You ever looked up the definition of black? You can watch the old Malcolm X movie and he shows you that. Black is everything that's negative and ugly and unattractive, evil and bad. While white is everything that's pure. When there's no such thing as black or white people. Those are social constructs that were made up for control, for racial control. All right, people are different shades of brown, from a dark brown to a light brown, or even what you would call yellow, because yellow is a derivative of brown. And then people are different shades of red. All right, from a pale to a really red, like what's his name? Like Glenn Beck. You see any image of Glenn Beck? That's gonna, let's see if I can, matter of fact, let me see something real quick. Let's see something. Well, that's perfect because they're right next to each other. Here's an image I have in my phone of Dr. Sebi and Bill Gates. One is brown and one is red. There it is. Different shades of brown, different shades of red. Okay? Different shades of brown and different shades of red. They are not white. It says that the vegan godmother, that the background is white. Look at that next to Bill Gates' skin. All right? And as you're looking at Dr. Sebi, his beard is white. His skin is brown. Okay? So those are social constructs that they made up. They lied. They lied. They're liars. All right, Deuteronomy 28:45. "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed." These curses destroyed us as a people. All right? Because we don't see the Christian church as it really was, the actual Christians. All right? Remember, Acts 13 in the NLT, New Living Translation, says that in Acts 13 and 1 says that the disciples were called black. All right. In the King James, it says they were called nigger, which is the same word. All right. Remember, nigger wasn't a negative word until recent centuries. It just was another way of saying Negro, Niger, Negro, Moreno. It just was describing someone with dark skin. Didn't have the negative connotation until recent centuries. All right. Back in Deuteronomy 28:45. "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. You would identify, if you believe in the Bible, you would identify the Israelites through these curses, and Edomites, pale people, so-called white men, did not go through these curses. They're not the borrowers. They are the lenders. All right? They didn't go through these things. Read those curses in Deuteronomy 28th chapter. It's a very powerful testament as to who the Israelites are. And when you look at that, you learn, damn, this is what the so-called Latino, Native American, and Negro went through. And are still going through in some cases. All right? Now let's get on Basra, man. Because in the book behind me, William Beeston, The Kingdom of the Edomite, 1853. You know, he says that, on page, I believe, 7 or 8, that the Basra was Rome. And the Romans were what? So-called white people. All right? It says it right there. And it was found in Jewish Targums. Told you the Jewish people do not like Christians. The Jewish people been throwing you Christians under the bus for a long time, and because they've been saying that you're Edom and that they're Israel. So Edom is to be destroyed and go into slavery. But they've been on the low saying that white people are Edom. All right? Their own brothers. They didn't share in the wealth and the power. That's why they're at the top of everything, and the rest of you are subservient to them, just trying to get a piece of the pie by serving them. That's why they set up organizations that's pretty much taken over and control the government here in Babylon. This is Isaiah 34 and 6. And it reads, the sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats and with the fat of kidneys of rams. For Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. So wherever Basra is, that's where the Idumeans are. They're all over the world right now. And their strongholds is in here in Babylon and then NATO. All right? And the Lord's going to use them to destroy each other. And then he's going to come and finish them all off. And those of them that remain are going to go into slavery. As simple as that. So we're all about this war. Get it going. Get it cracking. Okay? This is what we've been waiting for. And I'm praying that it turns up. And it don't turn up. Turn up. Don't turn down. All right? This is Isaiah 49 and 22. And it reads, behold, he shall come up as the fly and fly as the eagle. The eagle is the animal sign of Esau, Edom. These people right here that are being burned, that are being rounded up. Okay, let's put the arrow. Matter of fact, let's zoom in again. On the angels, remember, if you go back and watch part 1 of this video, these images here are all dark, and the evidence of it is up high. As you go up higher, the sun doesn't shine directly on it. This is outside, on the side of this church. The sun beams directly on the side, so all these are lightened up. But what you're looking at right here are Edomites going into slavery, being destroyed, being rounded up and destroyed, put in chains by the angels. And that angel, like I said, this image on my Bible is an image from this church. All right? So all the images were like that, except for these pale ones going into slavery. Okay? I'm shocked that they left this stuff, that they left these in. Don't be surprised if these images disappear off the internet. Do not be surprised, because like I said, when you go up top here, you can clearly see that this council, this heavenly council that's above the church, is all so-called black people, and including the Lord himself sitting on the throne right there in the middle. When he said, I saw the Ancient of Days sitting on the throne, Daniel's 10 and 5, Daniel 7 and 9. All right? This Basra is going to be destroyed, man, and Israel is going to, the house of David is going to be lifted up. This is Amos 1 and 12. And it reads, but I will send fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. You Basra, man, it's over for you, son. See, you done, son. This is Micah 2 and 12. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put them together as sheep of Basra, as the flock in the midst of their fold. They shall make a great noise by reasons of the multitude. So, hey, look, Jake, the elect of Jake, the Lord is going to make them sharp threshing instruments. All right, they're going to be walking weapons, and they're going to devour and destroy the remaining of Basra, man. Your guns and your weapon, you Homo sapiens and your guns. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help you, man, because you're but men. All right, and we are of the Lord. This is Zechariah. Oh, and it's Psalm 63 and 1. Let's not forget that. Let's grab that first. The Lord is coming to do damage to you, man. It's over. Yahweh Shai himself in Psalm 63 and 1. And this time is close because he comes in the midst of this world's war. When the powers of Edom start clashing with each other in this world's war and the heathen, the Lord's going to come and destroy all the hills and mountains in vain. All right, you're going to be destroyed, man. What you looking for is just all in vain. The Lord's going to bring you down. All right, but this is Psalm 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? His garments are dyed with blood. All right. That is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. That I speak righteously, mighty to save. Why art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth the wine vat? He's comparing your blood and your bodies to the grapes in a wine vat. That's a very violent thing. So this dark man with the afro is sitting on the Ancient of Days is sitting on the throne. His son is coming to jack y'all up, man. Point blank, period. You can see in this image the heavenly council in the heavens is all dark, man. And these down here, some of them are still dark too, but the sun shines on the ones below. Remember, there's an overhang on this building. That's why the ones up top remain dark, because the sunlight doesn't hit it like it hits down below. All right. It says, verse 3, I have trodden the wine press alone. He's comparing you to a wine press. You ever seen how wine is made? It's very violent, man. People are stomping and smashing grapes with their feet. All right. And the people there was none with me, and for I will tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. The Lord's going to stain all his raiment with the, it's an allegory, with the blood of you Edomites, you people of Basra, man. It's over for you. All right. Let's go to Luke. I'm gonna read two last things and wrap this up before they attack and turn off the camera again. This is Luke 1 and I'm gonna start at 68, and it says, blessed be Yahweh power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up a horn of the salvation for us in the house of David, his servant. The house of David is the new ruling government, something that these people of Unspoken will never talk about. That's the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is the house of David being the government of the whole entire universe, of the world and of the universe. For in his father's house there are many mansions. That's talking about the other planets. Okay? They trying to remain black, which is what? Void of light, dead, ugly, nasty, gloomy, dark, death. The Lord made people brown and he made people red. He didn't make any black or white people. All right. And it says, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since before the world began. So the holy prophets and the prophets, us now, are speaking the same thing. The house of David must rise, because David has to sit on the throne again of Israel and rule over all the world and over all the nations, all the other people, all the heathen. All right. That's the kingdom of heaven. That we should be saved from our enemies, because our enemies we're still in their hands and they're coming for us. And from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercies promised to our fathers and redeem his holy covenant. The oath to swear, which he swore to our father Abraham, proving that the line of Israel, the physical line of Abraham, it's not talking about if you believe. The physical line of Abraham has to still remain in the end of days when the Lord returns, because that's the house of David and that's who he's restoring. All right. I'm going to go to Revelation 22 and 16 and finish this, man. We tired of this nonsense. So go ahead and bring out this Unspoken and embarrass and shame yourself. Because more and more videos knocking down your lives is going to come out, and more people are going to wake up as a result to it. You're stupid. You Christians and you Edomites are stupid. You should have just shut up, shut your mouth, and just rolled it out and enjoyed the time you had left. Okay? But you're drawing all this attention to the truth now. So thank you. Revelation 22:16. I, Yahweh Shai, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David and the bright morning star. You see that bright morning star up there? The root and the offspring. The heavenly council is all dark, just like it describes them in the scriptures over and over again. With that, I'm going to give all praises, all honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash, Wa Abba Babal. Shalom.